Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to KISU University. Keep it a stack university. Get your pencil and paper out. I ain't talking about your regular pencil and paper. I'm talking about this holy water. Let's go ahead and get our minds and our body right so we can go ahead and be able to take these mental notes. Some of y'all probably will actually be taking out your pencil and paper as we go ahead and get into this video, but all that is required is for you to go ahead and take notes with this holy water, man. Let's go ahead and get it, man, and get our minds and our bodies straight. Correct. So I haven't watched this video, but I've been seeing others taking this on. So I'm like, you know what? Where the video at? Let me go ahead and attack it myself. So we gonna get into it. I ain't about to hold you guys up. We gonna get straight into this we ain't gonna do no rambling. We gonna get straight into this content. So I guess this guy named Cooley. I'm not too sure if I ever heard the name before, but we're gonna see about this male feminist and what they talking about. Let's get into it, y'all.
All right, man. So you said that basically when we peel back all the layers, the black woman is God.
Oh my
before
God.
I'm just repeating back what you said to let you know that I understood exactly.
Whoa. Now, I love some black women. Don't get it twisted. But to call them God? Whoa. Hey, don't he look like somebody off, man, what's his name? Boris Cujo? I forgot what that dude name is, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
What you said as you know, before we've adopted the thinking and ideologies of God how we know it now, before that, or even if we take it away, we would see that the black woman is actually truly God. That's what you said, right?
What?
Okay.
Correct.
Now, where does the father, my question for you is, where does the man come in? Where does the father or the man come into this picture? The black man or any man?
The same woman. The same woman that bit the fruit off that tree, huh? The same woman, right?
All right.
The black woman is God. I mean, I'll be honest with you, right? The reason why I said that in regards to that is because when we get into now, like I said, I ain't about to go ahead and give you this all just a structure on this Bible stuff, but when we go ahead and look at some of the characters in that Bible, man, to say that they ain't colored, that'd be mistaken. You'll be mistaken. So we'll just leave it as that. We'll leave it as that.
Now, in regards to the father is a social construct that has nothing to do with nature. So somebody made up this whole father aspect.
Look like I'm getting ready to cook.
Man is something totally different. You grow into the man, but we go through stages in life to get to a man. So in regards to me, I had to go from an embryo, you know what I'm saying, to an infant, to a toddler, teenager.
What the fuck does this got to do? Let me watch my language, man. What does this have to do with this statement of the black woman being God?
Young adult. And then I graduated.
I could just tell you that he's just gonna do a whole bunch of talking in circles and not about to get to the point. Usually when people do like this, they don't know what they're talking about. Right now, I understand sometimes you got to go ahead and give a little context, right? So you got to go ahead and give them a little visual picture, right? But in this scenario, no.
Into a man. So when we're talking about those two terms, you got to go to get to a man, and then when you're talking about a father, there's nowhere that there's a father in nature. So a father would be unnatural. That's just something to compete with the woman.
If you skip this, you'll miss out on learning how to day trade completely for free. So I suggest you don't. So first of all,
okay. So you're saying that the father is unnatural, but the woman is natural.
Correct.
Do I have that correct? And you're
Correct,
saying
correct.
the reason why
This is crazy.
you really didn't give a reason why the father would be
Facts.
unnatural. So what's your reasoning that the father is unnatural? Explain, give me some logic, however you could,
Right.
you
The
know,
logic
put it
was the
together.
logic was the logic was nature. I said that there was not a father found in nature. There's nowhere in nature that you can find a father. You have a
Okay,
male,
well,
so at the end of the day, there's no father. Father is a social construct. That's something to put itself into existence to be opposite of the mother. But there's no such thing really as a father. I'm
can you
just
can you explain how the father is a social construct?
It's a social construct due to the fact is you're talking about a label that's being placed on a man being a father. Can you be a father at 12 years old?
I mean, I think I had when I was 12 years old, man. So
Okay, so you have not.
you could be a father when you
I mean, is he talking about what the world view as what a father is, or like literally be a father? I mean, because she man, if y'all want to really get to like technical, like the technicality of this, my nigga, do you think a lot of these females is really being mothers? And I don't care what race that you're talking about. Do you think that a lot of these females is the for what you see today, right? Now look, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to touch on it just a little bit though. But uh in this man's words, as far as the black woman being God, I mean, look what the so-called God is producing. Dudes like him. Hold up, I couldn't point, so let me go ahead and put my point. Dudes like him, uh, emotionally unstable individuals, to go ahead and put with nice words, because let me go ahead. I gotta clean it up. So emotional, unstable individuals, somebody that is self-reliant. I mean, not self-reliant, but is dependent. That's a better word, dependent, right? Like I always say, man, if you got down to the nitty-gritty of things and you take just uh money out the equation and we just all just surviving outside, do you honestly think that a woman can go ahead and survive in them circumstances alone? If you said yes, please tell me in the comment section how. Because when you dealing with them wolves outside, see, they already can't handle this. See, they already trickable. They already gullible with these wolves. And we supposed to have a so-called civilized America, and they already getting tricked. They already showing weakness. I mean, let me wash my mouth, man. I'm trying to wash my mouth, but I need to explain to you why this man is an idiot. Why this man is an idiot. God. So now let's break it down. Well, I'm gonna let him make his point before I really go ahead, because he could be trying to make a whole nother point and I done went somewhere else, and because I'm about to give you my explanation, and then matter of fact, we'll just break it down off of what he's talking about. Let's just go ahead and just do it better, because I was ready to take you to another dimension, but we'd have been here for like 2-3 hours. So let's go ahead and get to what he's talking about. I'll just say that, because this man is an idiot.
12 years old, you could have definitely planted your seed in something. Yes. Let's just go with, do you think there's any differences between men and women?
It's kind of like you're trying to be condescending to the point where you have no comprehension. You don't have no comprehension in what I'm saying to you in a response to the point where you can't fathom it. What do you?
Well, no, because you're doing a horrible job of explaining. We just trying to get to the nitty gritty of how is this black woman God? Because from what you talking about, you sound dumb as hell. But because I would like a little bit more context so I can go ahead and whoop your feet on it. But all you did was just tell me about, is there any fathers pretty much in nature? That's all I got to go. I mean, I could whoop your feet on that, but I would like a little bit more. I'm trying to see where this man is trying to come from, but he seems frustrated that ain't nobody going with his bullshit. If we just being honest, because we just trying to get clarification, homie. That's all we. I mean, we already know what you're saying is dumb, but we just trying to get some clarification, man, and try to go ahead and give you a better understanding. But I from I'm gonna just be real. Even though we're gonna react to this content, it just seemed like he staged this because there's no absolutely way that this man believes in what he's saying in regards to the black woman being God. There's no way that he could believe what he's saying. No way. He don't even sound convincing. He don't even sound like he believe it. You know, he just saying that maybe for the content going viral, and he did absolutely that if that was his intention. Because there's no way that any man, like even if you were just a man that was just fried mentally, there's no way that you can honestly go ahead and tell me that the black woman is God. Matter of fact, I had somebody tell me this some years ago in regards to the black woman being God. Yeah, man, I whipped his feet something crucial. I think I probably whipped his feet for probably about an hour in regards to, and this was before some years ago. This was before I really came to the understanding that I have now, that I whooped their feet, because that shit didn't make sense then, and it definitely doesn't make sense now. And a lot of people can't explain their point in regards to the black woman being God, because he's not the first man that ever said something like this. Like, this is, if you think this is uncommon, this is a little bit more common than what you think as far as how people, and usually, man, them single mother raised ass niggas, man, will go ahead and come up with a point that'll tell you that the black woman is God. Like, for real.
You mean? I don't understand what you. Then you go to the next question after you sit there and tell me that you didn't understand shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, we gonna turn this into. Is this some type of entertainment or something? I'm just asking you. I thought it was about the black woman is God. I don't know you. I didn't research you. I just came over here because. Okay. So what are we doing?
We'll speak in detail. What we're doing is having a discussion, man to man, right? Mm-hmm. You just said that the man is a social construct.
I said the father is. You're saying that the man is. Right.
Okay,
let's just. Two things. You asked me about the man and the father.
You said, well, that, because the father is, not from nature. And I want you to explain, how isn't the father not from nature? That's what I want you to do. I want you to explain how it's a social construct and it's not from nature. Because here's what I'll tell you. Nothing grows unless a seed is planted. Nothing grows on this planet unless a seed is planted. And every man holds the seed in them. Every man holds the seed of life form. Life form in us. In your sack, if you have enough testosterone, but I know in my sack, I got at least 80 million of them little niggas moving around in there. You know what I'm saying? Most men do with a good amount of testosterone. So therefore we have seed, and the life form starts there. You won't have a plant if you don't plant a seed first. So you saying that a father is a social construct is a lie, is what I'm saying. Dispute the point that the father doesn't hold the seed.
What we're trying to get at.
We plant the seed in a woman, then life grows from that. So women bring about life. The life form is actually in a man. So explain to me again how the father is a social construct when the father holds the seed and a woman holds nothing but eggs. She's waiting for a seed. You don't make sense, man. Let me hear you.
You haven't given me a chance to make sense.
Well, here you go.
You're wrong. And you're wrong in the way to sit there and say that the sperm is a seed. How could you have seeds running up and through your body? That makes no sense. A seed is not a fucking tadpole.
Usually when dudes do this, they can't make their point, so they're going to try to find anything to try to nitpick anything else instead of getting to their point, because I don't think he really had nobody really challenge his point ever before, because if he did, he would have never ever came to this dumbass ideology that he has with a black woman being God.
With a tail, that's not a seed. So in regards to it, you're wrong. Now, if you're talking about an apple seed or orange seed, listen, an avocado seed or whatever the case may be, now we can get into the comparison on how the woman gives the man the whole body, the construct, the brain, the lungs, the face, the skin. She's creating a child within a womb. So she gives him the penis too. Did you forget that she gave him the sperm? So
Can you
regards
explain
to
in a scientific way,
She
from a
gave me that?
biological way, how doesn't a man
He said she
hold
gave
the
me that?
seed in the life form? You're just speaking, but I need you to peel back the layer to things and give facts. This podcast is called No Fugazee. So if I'm speaking, I'm always going to speak with facts. So here's a fact for you. The woman doesn't determine the sex of the baby. She has an X chromosome. The man holds the X and the Y chromosome, right? So here's science, right? So when a man has sex with a woman, he dictates the sex of the baby. So you just said, where do you get a penis from? Where do you get this from? Where do you get that from? You get that from the man, since the man determines the sex of the baby. Do you get it? Women only hold the X chromosome. Men hold the X and a Y. That's scientifically facts that proves that what you just said is nonsense, and men do dictate the sex of the baby. So if he's dictating the sex of the baby, let's peel the layer back even further. That means that the man actually dictates how many men are going to be in this world, how many women are going to be in this world. The list goes on and on. Your father dictated that you would have a beard. Your father dictated that you would have a beard and be a man, from what I could see. You get what I'm saying? Your mother didn't determine that. So you should be thanking your father, because your father truly created you.
They said wizardry only appears in fairy tales.
Anything for that, man?
For the rebuttal,
Scientifically, can you dispute what I said?
You sound uneducated, like to the point where this is so level of surface, to the point.
God dang, man.
How could you sit here? I'm just asking you, like, how could you sit here and tell me that my father gave me what all males are females before they turn into a male based off the decision of the mother? Every male can look at their actual scrotum sac and see a line from the bottom of their scrotum sac to the tip of their penis. All male. That means you were sold up. Your testicles are nothing but your ovaries. Your penis is nothing but an elongated clitoris. At the end of the day, you're nothing but an inside-out female. I'm sorry that this man has never been told that, and he doesn't understand that he was made in the likeness and the image of his mother. I'm sorry that before anybody ever taught him anything, his mother was there. Your mother is literally the only thing that you know in life. You don't even know if that's your father, but your mother knows if it's your father or not. You know everything about your mother because that's where you came from. That's your first home. That's your first origin. The Black woman has always been considered God, even before the patriarch took over and started to actually make a male God. But it was never a male that was being God. It was always the woman. In Islam, it was the woman. In the Catholic Church, it was the woman. In ancient Egypt, it was the woman. In Samaria, Mesopotamia, Babylon, it was the woman. Phoenicia, it was the woman. Chaldea was the woman. But if he doesn't know that, that means he's not reading. And I'm telling you, I'm trying to respond to the man, even to the point where if a woman is making up your whole total makeup and she's using her menstrual blood to do it within her womb, that's why you women don't bleed for 9 months. You literally coagulate a child in your womb. What does the man have to do with it? Is the man shooting blood in you, woman, or is he?
Boy, this dude on some BS. I can tell you that right now. This dude is on BS.
Literally giving you his DNA via his sperm. So when you're actually making this baby in your womb, you're using your blood. That's why you don't bleed for 9 months. When that baby comes out, that is a product of its mother. So the baby literally develops through life. As the baby develops through life, we get to puberty. That's when our body chemically starts to actually make the sperm in our.
You know how I tell y'all, don't argue with dumbass people. Don't argue with fools. Yeah, this is one of them. The nigga would tell me something like this, y'all. I'd be like, all right, for sure. And I'll probably go do what I'm going to do. Because there's no way that I will go ahead and put no energy into try to talk some sense into this fool. Because what we got right here is a damn fool.
Our body, but it came from our mother. Everything comes from your mother. You get it from your mother. Your mother is your God. Your father is not your God. The sperm in his body comes from his mother. Where do you think we got our body from? You didn't make this. You don't have nothing to do with your face. You don't have nothing to do with your head and none of that. Your mama gave that to you. She birthed you. How could you sit there and say that she's not your God? Your mother was God before you was taught about God. Somebody had to tell you about God in order for you to believe them. Now in your mind, that's God. But what if your mother knew she was God? She would teach you about God. How can a man be a God when he cannot produce life? A man cannot sustain life.
And that was one of the arguments in regards to when I was telling you that I was arguing with this dude some years ago in regards to this. He made this same statement, one, and two, he tried to go ahead and tell me about how giving birth represents so much strength, right? Like strength, more strength than it pretty much it represented more strength than what a man had because her body, I was like, okay, because her body was pretty much made to have kids, but that represented so much strength. I'm here to tell y'all now that shit don't represent no strength to me. I don't know if it represents strength to y'all. Y'all may that shit don't represent that. That's how your body was made. Your body was made to pop out the mother kids. Your body was formed to go ahead for childbirth. That's not true strength to me. Anything that my body was made for, right? It's not true strength to me. And I mean, they can go ahead talking about, oh, we endure so much pain, and man, a lot of you motherfuckers getting C-sections anyway. But they go, they talk about, oh, we endure so much pain, and okay, cool, yeah, you do. I ain't saying that shit don't hurt. Now, I'm glad that I was born man. But strength is what you were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what you was built out. That was one of your purpose on this earth was to reproduce. That was your purpose was to reproduce. Your purpose is man, my G. You a helpmeet. Society looks at you as a helpmeet. Your Bible looks at you as a helpmeet. There ain't nothing God about a helper. How how make this make sense? In the majority of walks of life, you got these other people, you know what I'm saying, that believe that women is God bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Right? There's some couple of little religions that go ahead and go with that. But for the most part, society looks at women as a helpmeet, as a helper, the weaker vessel. There ain't no way that a weak vessel can be God. There ain't no way that the weaker vessel that's easy to be tricked and manipulated can be God. Like shit. Y'all telling me, man, a woman pull up on you, man, you fear that? Oh, my bad. But when a man pull up on you, right? It's a possibility that you can go ahead and have some fear. Now I know you can be like, man, I fear no man. Yeah, I understand. But who would you more likely have fear with somebody being in your presence? This weak vessel of a woman or this man? A woman was built to follow these motherfucking instructions. No matter what these people want to tell you, man, on the earth, no matter what these little feminists wanted to tell you, whoever the hell want to tell you whatever the world going, man, she was built to take these motherfucking instructions, man. She need to follow those instructions for her own good. Because a woman without instruction, that's instructionless, is headed toward destruction. This is facts. This is facts. This is facts. Ain't nothing God about the black woman. Nothing God. Because if that was so, we would be able to see the God in her. But we don't. We don't. When you look, like I said, when you look for that protection, when you look for certain things that may require strength, whether it be physical strength, mental strength, as in leadership, who would you look more to be able to fill them roles? A man. A man. We ain't trying to hear none of that shit, man. I can go on and on about this subject. I done sit over there with many feet over this subject. But for time, to respect for time, we won't go there. But maybe in the future, man, we'll really write that shit down because this man is absolutely idiot. He's an idiot.
He does not have breast milk.
Got you. You done or are you still going?
No, go ahead, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm respectful. So if you want to go and respond, you can go.
Okay. So, I mean, everything you said was just nonsense. It didn't make any sense. It didn't correlate to anything.
Which part?
And
Which
1
part?
+
Which
1
part?
didn't add up.
Everything.
You didn't have any rebuttal to it. You just started speaking nonsense. But let me ask you a question.
I have to force myself to speak because you won't allow me to.
Does 1
You're
+
asking
1
me
equal
another
2?
question.
Does 1 + 1 equal 2?
No, one and one come together, they merge. That's one, right? Think about
Okay.
it, right?
God dang.
When
So
one and one come together,
proves
they
my
merge.
point.
Right?
The nigga don't
Right.
know what 1 + 1
merge.
equals. He said that 1 and 1
put it
merges.
together, they merge.
In addition to, nigga, 1 + 1, it's addition, nigga. Dumbass boy. You know what I'm saying? I get what he's trying to say. That's what's so funny about it. Nigga, 1 × 1 is what? 1. 1 + 1 is 2. Joint is 2 or more, right? Joint account, right? You have more than one person on your account. Joint account. We join together. Joint. 2. 1 + 1 is 2, my G. 1 + 1 is 2, nigga. Yeah, your Bible says that we may come together as one, but together, 1 + 1 is 2. Coming under one body, one leadership, nigga, which is me, nigga. You under me. My legacy, nigga. You take on my last name. It's my legacy, my G. You my help me. There ain't nothing godly about a woman, period. Not even just a black woman. There's nothing godly about the black woman. Nothing. By yourself, you don't produce. By yourself, you do not produce. What do you mean by yourself? Well, you can't produce no kids by yourself. That's one. Let's go ahead and go to these little independent women and like that, right? You're trying to thrive off of information that was pretty much given by men. Books that were pretty much made by men. Information in general that was made by man. Principles that were discovered and made by man. The creativity, which was pretty much, when you look at the world, is made by man. Man built world. I mean, we don't want the fruit, Eve. We know that a woman can be the downfall, but why of man? But why would God? Why would God, the black woman? Why would this God want me to be at my downfall? Why would God want me to do that? Why wouldn't God? I mean, I mean, this dude, man, came through. He tried it. He didn't came through with the point that everybody else that believes this stupid ass, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't even call it whatever you want to call this shit that this man talking about, because he showed ain't even expound upon why the black woman is God. He didn't expound upon it at all. And like I said, he keep talking about other points that has nothing to do with his original statement, which is the black woman is God. And you should be able to explain. You should be able to tell me why the black woman is God. He couldn't tell me why the black woman is God. When you hear he, that here got some strength to it, right? That got some to it, right? Some power to it. But when you hear, but she said, y'all probably looking like, oh, okay. And all right, cool. Ain't no strength to that. Ain't no almightiness to that. I can go on and on about this shit. I really can. But I'm like, I'm just like, I'm like, this man is a dummy though. Let me go ahead and continue this video, man, for this dummy rub off.
Right?
Oh,
if I come together with a woman, don't I go into that woman? Don't me and that woman go into each other? Now we won. I got my dick. I ain't one. At the end of the day, what you mean?
So you got to
1 +
watch
1
on your
=
left
2.
hand. You got to watch on your left hand. If you put another watch on your left hand, will you have one watches or two watch?
They're on the same hand. It's just one watch if they put together. If you leave, they merge together. You see what I'm talking about? You want me to have two?
Oh man, I know a nigga just like him, bro. I know a nigga just like him that'll go ahead and cannot be wrong at all. That nigga said I got 2 rubber bands, bro, but these 2 rubber bands became one. Shut up, nigga.
A different hand. Would you have 2 watches on you?
I don't know. If you take a man wig off, then would you be bald headed? I don't know, bro. We all got questions that they ask. Like, I mean, shit. I mean, what you want to do? I don't know, bro. Is we on this build? Are we on this build or what? What we gonna do?
This is what we're gonna do, because I'm actually curious. Because the last people I had on here, I had 4 other people that had your same points of view, right? And now,
for real,
let's change up the dialogue a little bit, because I'm curious of knowing. I believe that you let me know if you don't believe that 1 + 1 = 2, but let me know if this makes sense to you, and see if we can come to agreement on something. That's what I want to get here. Okay.
What godly acts? No, do you letting this man off the hook? What godly acts does the black woman do? What godly acts does you think that this kid coming from her coochie? Oh my God, we should be God fearing because we came out the coochie. That's represents so much strength. Because we came out the coochie. That shit don't. This weak vessel. She was strong this one time. And we should bow down and kiss the pinky ring like the West Side Connection. Because the black woman is God.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Influence creates thinking. Thinking creates behavior. Would you say that that's true?
Makes sense.
Okay, cool. I want to know this because I spoke with, you're the 5th person I had on the podcast now that believe that the black woman is God, right?
For real?
So since we know that, and you just confirmed that influence creates thinking and thinking creates behavior, you have your mind frame of how you think. I want to know what influenced you to think this way.
It's knowing versus belief. Everybody believes in God. I know God. You see what I'm saying? Knowing is being able to have logic, evidence, and reason. You know it, just like your past experience.
You give us none.
I know my mother. So before I learned how to talk, before I learned how to walk, before I had taught about my ABCs, before I was taught.
No, you don't know your mom. I can assure you, you don't know your mom. I can assure you, you don't know your mom. To know? No. You don't know your mom.
thought about anything.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. You don't know your mom.
My mother was there. Somebody had to teach me, influence me, get me to think about a God that they wanted me to think about.
So no dad?
But prior to that, my mother was my creator. So when you look at it, my mother was a black woman, and all black women are the manifestation.
Ask him, does he have a dad? Because usually everybody that I've ever talked about with this, they didn't have no dad in their life. Ask him, does he have a dad?
Of Mother Nature. I don't give a fuck about a book and what you read, bro. Go to nature and look at it. That is the supreme map of things.
Clarence,
everything in nature is telling you.
Clarence, I seen that you.
You don't have to stop me, bro. You don't have to stop me every
someone
fucking 30
came in the
seconds.
chat. Clarence, I see you coming in here. Give it 2 seconds. I'll add you in after I have this discussion with him.
I get 30 seconds to speak, like every single time.
It's a podcast, and I had someone trying to join the live stream.
You're intimidated, bro.
No, I had someone trying to join the live stream.
You don't want to know. You do this for content.
Intimidated?
At the end of you're intimidated. It's got to be.
Come on,
if I can sit there and listen to you and you can't listen to me.
I mean, listen,
you told us about a pregnant male rat. You told us the science about a pregnant male
in
rat.
person. You could come here in person. No one's intimidated, bro. No one's.
You gotta be.
No one feels like that. You could have this discussion in person. The same way I'm conveying myself with you over here, it'll be in person. And actually, it'll be more intense.
Listen,
we said that influence creates thinking. Thinking creates behavior. You think that the black woman is God. I want to know what influenced you.
Amazon is overcharging you, but I can show you how to avoid it.
Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
I have these type of thoughts.
Looking for God.
Okay. Explain, elaborate. What did you find that made you really think that the black woman is God?
My mother was in my face the whole time. She was in my face the whole time. And I didn't realize that was God. So they told me that my mother
And it makes sense. And it makes sense. It makes total sense on why he thinks like this. I wonder what his mama is like. For this nigga to come out like this, I wonder what his mama's like.
Everything was outside of me. They told me that everything else was my mother. Everything else is God but your mother. And then you look at why they oppress every woman in religion. Christianity, their God says it's okay to rape a woman, to a woman.
Nigga, if she was so oppressed and if she's God, she should be able to overcome that. She should be able to overcome that if she's God. I mean, I see a whole bunch of men overcoming a whole lot of circumstances. But she can't overcome what some religion says. But this is God that we're talking about here. Okay.
Islam, they say it's okay to be a woman. Allah is literally a lot. So they literally define everything in women. It's all about women oppression and for women not to realize that they are the true creators. That's why the patriarch took over. The patriarch literally took over.
So can she create without me? Why does she need me? Huh? Why she can't pop out kids without me? Shit. Virgin Mary.
The matriarch. The matriarch had always been in rulership. That's why they studied the goddess Hathor. They literally was with the queen of heaven in Jeremiah 44. They spoke about the goddess everywhere. Tuarat was the first deity that was ever worshipped. See, like I said, I get 30 seconds.
Oh, no, you explained it. Now I have another question for you.
See, I'm saying I wasn't done. That's what I'm saying. Let me know how long I get. I mean, you just stopped me. You're going to keep doing it, so go ahead.
I mean, you explained all the way down to how it went.
Bro. Go ahead.
And also, I'll just give you the rules of the podcast. So get used to it. So guess what? This is called order, right? Men create order. This is my platform. So there's a hierarchy to things. It's my rules. So if I set the rules and you follow the rules, right? When you have your own podcast and you invite me on, you set the rules and I follow those rules. Life is in hierarchy. So I have a question for you.
So
you just said that the matriarchy. I have a question for you. Listen, you just said that the
question for me.
You just said that the matriarchy was taken over by the patriarchy. How can if the matriarchy is natural, right? It's a natural way of life. It's nature, right? You said the father doesn't come from nature, but the woman does come from nature. If that's the case, if the woman was first, you say that the woman is first. My question is, if the woman came first and you think the black woman is God, why is it that she's always being taken over by a man? Wouldn't you think? You just said that the patriarchy always takes over the matriarchy.
I'll let you finish so I can speak. Go ahead.
That's my question. You just said that the patriarchy always takes over the matriarchy. How can you say and even think logically that the woman came first if she's not strong enough to defend for herself? Answer it now.
Well, I'll calm down a little bit. Now, let me answer. In regards to the patriarchy taking over the matriarchy, it had nothing to do with strength. You have to understand that's brute strength. So what it was the son turned against his mother. The son literally turned against his mother. So instead of being a protector, the son became the predator. And then Christianity and all of these other religions were created to teach men that they were higher than women. How do you think the oppression?
I don't need brute strength to dominate my woman. Straight up. I got a mind. And I have a mouth that speaks the thoughts of my mind. And that's enough to get followers. That's enough to get my woman to fall in line. I've never in life came across a woman be like, damn, I want her to lead me. Damn, she could lead me. This is my rightful leader right here. Never in my life. I've never seen one capable. I'd have been around a lot of bad women. I'd have been around a lot of spectacular women. And being around all them types of women, I've never seen a woman be like, damn, I think she can lead me. Damn. They all fell in line. They all want to go here. Do y'all ever see like a lot of women, especially like when they get like, look, at least the reasonable ones, right? And I'm talking about actual women, not these, whatever you want to call these females today, man, with this stupid ass ideology that they got, right? Don't y'all notice that when a real man is in amongst their presence and how, you know what I mean, soft, submissive that woman gets around that man, when he goes ahead and he ain't got to go ahead and show physical dominance. He could just get up in the room and just know. You just walk up in that motherfucker, know, like, yeah, that's him. That's him right there. And you see how she falls in line? I mean, what you call that? From both sides, actually. So God out here falling in line, huh? God out here following orders, huh? God, when she's in when she's in a position to go ahead and try to go ahead and create, and when she's trying to go ahead, especially when it comes down to men, to these little boys, when it's time for her to so-called create a man, she fails. She fails. And it's crazy, man, how in two-parent households, not saying that it's always this case, but in two-parent households, a child has the best chance. Even with a child with just her pops, I've seen a lot of women with just their pops in the picture turn out solid, opposed to a child in the way that they came out in regards to her just being with that motherly influence. I'm pretty sure statistics will back me up. Experience will back me up. You guys' experience will back me up. Eyesight, what I see, backs me up. It's not a coincidence that that child, under the guidance, under the leadership of a real man, is going to have a good chance to come out solid. It's going to have a good chance to come out emotionally balanced with a good head on their shoulders, and that can function in society at a solid clip. It's not a coincidence. What do you guys think?
Started, woman. They needed religious context to literally turn your man against you. You can look throughout all the religions.
Did you
and you
ever
can
think
see
that the
where you were
woman,
governing.
that the man is just stronger than a woman?
Nigga,
Do you
what?
ever just
Damn,
think
bro.
that the man
This
is
nigga on
just
some
stronger
hoe
than a
shit.
woman
This
and
nigga
more
on some hoe
superior than a
shit,
woman?
man.
Bitch ass nigga, first and foremost. See, now I gotta speak for this nigga. I'll be like, bitch ass nigga, first and foremost. You soft ass nigga. You coming up in here talking about this women is God shit, this black woman is God shit. Shut the fuck up and listen to me, pussy. Like shit. You just mad. You done came in here. You done came here with somebody with a thought, and your dumb ass couldn't even expand on the thought. All you doing is talking around in circles. I got a show to run, stupid. You look dumb. You a mama raised ass nigga. Shut up, nigga.
You's a bitch, nigga. On my
Did you ever
mama,
think
you a
that?
bitch.
Say that to my
bro.
face, man. You
I
welcome
said
here. I'll
you's a
have you
bitch,
on.
nigga.
See that? Hey. And by him acting like that in his setting, he's mama raised. He's mama raised. You could tell. And this is what I made this example earlier about them being so soft, so emotional, have no control over self. That's the function of a mama raised ass nigga. Feminine ass. That's what we call a. It should have been not feminine. It should have been a feminine ass nigga. He ain't gonna pull up. Talking about a king knowledge.
Listen, actually, this is what I'll do for you because I've been waiting for someone like you.
Yeah, I'm right here.
I'll send you out here.
You's a bitch.
I'll send you out here, right? I'll send you out here.
What you did now?
I'll pay for your ticket to come out here. I'll pay for your ticket to come out here, and we can do this debate live in person. And I guarantee you won't have that energy in person. I guarantee you. And I had another man talk crazy just like you, but in person, he wasn't speaking that crazy. It was a entirely different story.
Bro, you can tell everybody in the room can see you a bitch, man. Everybody in the room can see you a little hoe, bro.
Now you're making ad hominems. No one made ad hominems about you. This nigga looking like a fake Drake over here, man. This nigga looking sweet as cheese. How you over here trying to act hard when you get your eyebrows done every day? This nigga looking sweet. This nigga sweet as pie with that little chain on. Nigga squinching his eyes. Nigga, what's in your eye? Why you keep squinching your eyes like that? Trying to have the light skin look. Yeah. Come on, bro. Calm down with all that, nigga. Let's have a regular discussion. You making that hominem attacks. I ain't make none on you. You made them first. So we can either finish this debate.
Through the whole white boy, bro. Like,
this guy said a white boy. Just because you can't articulate yourself. Just because you can't articulate yourself.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Doesn't mean that I'm a white boy because I can. That don't mean that, nigga. Chat is clowning you right now. But anyways, bro, here's what I'm saying, man. Everything that you said is all false because the root of it, the cause of it is false. The man is superior than a woman. Why doesn't a matriarchy?
The matriarchy will always be in existence. It's just been hijacked by the patriarchy. You women still produce us. Can you just chill for a minute? Can you give me a little bit so I can talk to people to get them to understand why I'm coming from?
No. It ain't going like that. That isn't how this goes, bro. Because you're not answering questions, bro.
I'm tired of your questions. Just let me speak.
Listen, man, if you're tired of the questions, then you can hop off the stream, bro. You're just speaking nonsense right now.
Frustrated. Like I said, you're intimidated. For you not to let me talk, but I'm over here.
Nigga, you look like a broke Drake, nigga. Who intimidated?
I know, bro. You said that. You said that already.
No one said broke. That was different. See, you can't listen. You don't have good active listening skills, buddy. You don't have good active listening skills. Low IQ.
You got a man wig on. You got a man wig on, and you talking about Drake, man.
This nigga said a man wig, bro. My hair is just long, man. It's just long.
These niggas ain't got no gases, bro. Both these niggas is light with the gases, though. I ain't even gonna lie, boy. They ain't got no gases, but they need to call Mako with them, boy. These niggas ain't got no gas.
Mind your shit up. Mind your shit up. You see that shit?
Look at your headline, buddy.
You sitting there. Look at it. It's lined up, nigga. What the
your
fuck is
junk is crooked. Your junk leaning over here, bro.
All right, bro. All right.
Your junk tilted.
That's what we get.
Anyways, so
intimidation.
Like I said, there's a hierarchy. You started the ad hominems. I didn't start the ad hominems.
You don't want me to speak.
But here's what it is. It's a hierarchy to thing. So if you don't want to follow the orders, you can hop
You
off the
don't
stream
want
or I'll
nobody
kick you
to
off the
talk,
stream.
though. I don't understand. Man, you's a
No.
bitch anyway, nigga. You didn't want to do nothing anyway. You got your ass murdered over here. You got your ass murdered over here.
I
You
mean,
can't fuck with
you
me.
believe
So
that
you
1
upset.
+ 1
You
doesn't
mad.
equal 2.
You call it whatever.
And
You
I've
asking
already
the
said
fucking
we
questions.
could have this live stream
You
in
asking the
person.
conversation. Man,
And
straight,
I
man,
trust
come
you
on,
in
man.
person. You wouldn't have this energy. I'll literally fly you out.
Out you, man. Y'all
I'll
beat
come
the
out.
fuck out you, bro. I'm
I'll
not
bring
no
you out
Diddy,
here, bro.
I'm not your little
Listen,
boy. I'm not
I'll
your little
bring
toy.
you out here.
You're talking.
I'll bring
You're
you out
just
here.
talking. We're talking.
Do you take
on
my
a fucking
offer?
platform.
I'll actually
We're
offer you.
having
So
a
this is what
conversation,
men do.
debate,
This is what men do. Because let's see if you're really man of your word. Men are men of their word. So here's my word. Here's my word. I'll fly you out here and we can have this debate in person. I'll put it on my word. If you really want to come out here, I'll fly you out here and we can do it in person. And after that, we could box. How about that? Let's do it. If you really feeling that, if you really feeling froggy, nigga, leap. I'll send you out here. I'll put that on my word. And we got hundreds of people in here. No. You want to approve to that offer? If not, then shut up, nigga, and pay attention to the hierarchy. Here's the rules. So I'm going to ask you questions and then you're going to.
That boy was talking all that stuff, but when he said let's box, man, he ain't say nothing about that, huh? Boy, that nigga soft. Man. He look like one of them fruity niggas off them Lifetime movies, man.
Listen, and you're going to answer these questions.
Like you on the Tyler Perry movie. That boy look like he on the Tyler Perry movie, my G.
Because you're just talking just to talk. Do you understand? So,
hey, you's a
question
scary
here.
little boy. You's a scary little boy,
cool, man.
That's
you
all
still
it
talking,
is.
bro.
You's a scary little boy,
question
man.
here.
I'm from Chicago, puss ass nigga.
You
talking
still
about flying out a nigga and fighting. You talking about flying me out and trying to box
Listen,
and have a
my
debate.
finances is good.
What's wrong with dude,
my finances is good. I've been waiting for somebody like you that's talking spicy. This is what I do.
I told you you's a bitch,
this
man.
Is what I do,
you know
man.
You's a bitch. You don't do shit. You can tell you a white boy. You a little white boy that like to play.
I
like
see
to
that
do
you
this
ain't
little
want my offer, but
shit.
Listen, homie had to go. He just talking to talk. He talking silly. Chat, this is what we happen when you talk to feminine men and emotional men. They get all soft. They can't have a good conversation, a good.
Hey, y'all, he's stupid. Oh boy, he dumb. He dumb. He thought somebody wanted to hear that BS he talking. That nigga's a loser. He's a loser. There ain't no other way to put it. He is a loser. A loser. That is a loser. There ain't nothing else to describe this man other than being a loser. If you want to simp for the coochie, if you want to worship them, then by all means worship them. Good luck with that. Because a real woman don't even like when you do that. All that ass kissing these people be doing, these dudes be doing. All that thirsty ass these dudes be doing. You could tell he one of them. Soft. My G, you came on here to go ahead and talk about your point. You should have been articulating your point, but you didn't. You came and backed it up with no facts. You got always these fake ass people want to try to use a certain scripture, especially out of context. Hey, my G, if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. Can't nobody take that away from you. But when you trying to go ahead and spew like that's some factuals, then my boy, we're going to have to stop you there. Because somebody was listening that made it believe that that could be facts. In our reality, that's the farthest from the truth. And he couldn't back it up. I'm always tell you, prove it. Somebody tell me something, prove it. Show me. Show me. Don't just tell me. Don't just tell me this how you feel. Show me this the facts. You couldn't hit me with no facts. It's like when you try to go ahead and to go ahead with your rebuttal, you like, damn, man, I even feel slow. and telling them on how idiotic this man sounds. That man sounded nothing but an idiot. Sounded nothing but just an idiot. Crazy, man.
Back and forth. He doesn't respect an hierarchy, which is why he doesn't respect the patriarchy. He's speaking nonsense, which I checkmated them on many times. He believed that 1 + 1 doesn't equals 2. He's living in la la land. He's literally a female, which is crazy.
That man said 1 + 1 = 1. Crazy. Even when you become one, if you believe in that, with whoever you're dealing with, you're still both individuals. It's 2, or y'all want to say 3, 4, whatever. But all of y'all, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 or more. You join it together. Y'all will become under one if you're doing it right. Y'all become one. One goal, one message. Y'all know everywhere what y'all trying to do, where y'all trying to go. It's on the same page. Y'all on the same page. Y'all move in unison. Y'all move as one. But you guys are still individuals. You just move as one. Y'all both still have your individuality, which 1 + 1 = 2. But when it comes down to what y'all believe in, where y'all headed, etc., y'all shall be on the same page. Which in turns, you can say, we are one. Frankie Beverly and Mays.
Crazy. Also, he doesn't understand that if a creator is creating beings, human beings, and we all know that the world was created with animals first. We all know that there's times of day, there's night and there's day. Why would God create a being that's a woman that is higher in estrogen and that's higher in trait?
And we ain't gonna get into that. We're gonna let him roll with what he's talking about.
Eroticism, which means that they feel more emotions and more negative emotions, meaning that the woman being created first has a higher probability of being scared of the dark than a man. Back in the day, there weren't any electricities and lights and stuff. So why would God create a woman first that is weaker, that can't manipulate the world how the man can, that can't create the infrastructure and build shelter and create a fire and housing like a man can? Why would he create the woman first that's going to be ate by the wildebeest and the tigers and lions? That sounds silly to create the weaker thing first. So if you like that clip and
I mean, I don't know what old boy point was going to be, and I'm talking about the other old boy as far as his God thing with his creation. Who knows, man? The dude that I talked that I had a debate with years ago made much more sense as far as being able to talk about his point than old boy did. But at the end of the day, even though he did elaborate a little bit further, it both was stupid. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. I got another video dropping pretty soon. Yeah, y'all look forward to that. Look forward to that upload. We go.